Hi, welcome back. It's New York session, it's half one, and we begin to see some movement. Okay, let's start with the dollar as usual. Morning session. After our morning session, price drove up, which brought some of the pairs like euro, it retraced, and we are still finding support. Again, this pair is still bullish, so do not try to sell it. Okay, we are still looking for the upside objectives I gave in the morning. Let's bring euro here. Okay, we are still looking for these upside objectives. Once this low is taken out, that's when I will completely give up my longs for now, short term. But until this let's extend this, until this level gives up, I'm still bullish to these upside objectives. The reason why we are pausing, or the reason why we are not moving as much as pound is moving, by now you should know why. Okay, if you've been around me, you should know why. The euro pound is dropping, so that's what is causing the euro to stay sideways and for pound to rally. Okay, so once we start seeing, I was looking for this level to give us the bounce in here, but it has come in a bit early. Regardless, it's still fine. I just wanted it to come here. Maybe I would have preferred down here for a possible long. Okay, not just watch it. If price gets here and I do get a proper bounce and I see it, then I might take a long to the upside, not to come up here, but a short term, maybe a scalp on this one. So if we do get this bounce materialized, we're gonna get euro to rally. You're gonna get the euro card trader idea I gave in the morning to also continue going up. We're gonna see euro card also spread its wings, and euro Aussie to also start pushing up. I think today will be a sideways day for the euro Aussie. I'm just watching this pair here right now to see what it does. Okay, I'm watching it right now to see what it does at this level, because once I start seeing weakness in this pair, once I start seeing weakness in this pair, that'll be weakness on Aussie and strength on New Zealand. Then I can focus on the pound Aussie for a continuation to hit our first target, which is that one there, and euro Aussie to start pushing up a little bit more. So let's see what euro pound will do during New York session. Okay, so do you have this level on your chart, and then see if when price gets here, if it's gonna give a meaningful bounce. I think overall we are sideways on the daily. Okay, we are not moving anywhere. We had this high and we ran it, we had this low and we ran it, so we are sideways. Okay, Aussie yen is still stuck in its range. I think the retail will call this, I don't know, either ascending triangle, if I'm right, or bear flag, whichever one. It is what it is, something like that. So either bear flag or ascending triangle. I'm looking for a move to the downside. Okay, so maybe what you can do, like I explained in the morning, is place a sell stop down here. Okay, place a sell stop. I did give a trade idea, a sell, yesterday on here on the 4 hour. So most of my members are already short from this level here. Yeah, most of my members are already short, and we are just sitting in a ranging market. I personally have a small position on this one, but I will add more to it once we break this low. So let's see if we're gonna get that. If we don't and we push higher, that's even better. I'll be expecting selling here. Okay, but I don't see that happening right now. Once I see the Aussie New Zealand hit that level and it start rejecting, I should see bearishness coming into this pair. New Zealand yen, I still have my position on, still moving down nicely. I have to take something off at this level because it's a weekly low. Okay, weekly low. It's a swing low. Okay, so once we do get there, I have to take something off and then just let it run. Okay, so it's not far away. I didn't trade all of this, but last week it was the opposite. The yen was weaker than the New Zealand, so I decided to trade the Aussie yen last week. Okay, I traded this one instead of that one. Yeah, so this week the New Zealand is weaker than the Aussie, so that's why I'm trading this one and have a small position on the Aussie. But let's see how this afternoon develops. I'm looking for like in the morning I said, by mid-August or early first week of August, I want to see price down here. So this is going to be a swing trade idea with a stop, if you want to take it as a swing trade, with a stop above this high. Okay, because I don't want to see that high broken. So for swing trade ideas, I'll be looking for price to come and take out these equal lows down here. Okay, so if you can hold on for, or if you have the nerves to hold for swing trades, then I'll say go take it this way. All right, I don't swing trade anymore, so Swiss yen, that thing is also sideways. For now, I'll be looking for a sell if we do push up here. If we don't, then on the lower time frame, I did teach this, I think, a couple of weeks ago, how to catch momentum trades, and that's what I did give on the Aussie yen. So how to catch momentum trade, because the trend is, well, at the moment is bearish. Okay, these are just short-term movement. Therefore, if price decides to come down, it's gonna go down aggressively, something like this. So if you don't want to be selling up here because for some reason you're scared and you don't know whether price is gonna go up or down, then you place a sell stop here. Yeah, because it will go down with momentum. It's gonna go down with strong candles to the downside. Therefore, if it's going, it will take you with the momentum, and you will experience less drawdown. And as soon as price goes beyond your it does go at least maybe 2 to 1, 1 to 1, you just bring your stop to break even, and then you have a risk-free trade. So if you don't want to be selling up here and you want to wait, then all you have to do is place your sell stop down here. Okay, I prefer up here. I want to see all this consolidation rated. So one candle go up, hit this, and then reject and come down. That's how I want to see price behave. But if I don't get that and it starts screaming down, I'm having a sell stop down here. Okay, pound yen, I did mention that this thing is not going to do much. We are going to stay in this consolidation, so be careful when you're taking a buy or a sell, because this thing is sideways at the moment. It's not, unless you are scalping or looking for like quick 50-60 pips in and out, then you can trade this. Okay, then and then only you can trade this. But if you're looking for long term, or at least 3-4 days trade, where you're gonna buy or sell and stay in it for 3 to 4 days, or even 2, okay, do not do it on this pair, because it will stop you out. That's it. It will stop you out, and then price will go your way. So don't do that. Stay away. Let it show you what it really wants to do. So for now, it's either it's gonna break and go higher, or like I did mention, momentum trades, you are marking out these lows as they go up. Right? So if you're gonna go bearish, it's gonna break this low. Okay, if you're gonna go bearish, it's gonna break this low. So you're gonna sell stop below the down candles, the closing price of those down candles. You're gonna sell stop below them. So for us to be bullish, we need to break above this high, and for us to be bearish, we just need this low to be broken, and the momentum will kick in and send price down. For the short term, I'm looking for price, if we do break this low, I'm looking for price to come down here. Yeah, because once this low is broken, I don't think this is going to support price, nor this is going to support price. Therefore, price should come down here. But if we do manage to break above it, which is yet to be seen, then I'll be looking for upside objectives. I'll be looking for upside objectives on the, let's have a look on the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, I'll be looking for somewhere up there. Yeah, I'll be looking for somewhere up there with first target there. Okay, so if you do break above this high, then I'll be looking for first target and second target. But if we don't, then we're gonna stay sideways. What probably might end up happening is they're gonna run this high. Yeah, they'll run this high and quickly reject and come back inside the range. Simply because both pairs are strong. Yeah, if I go on here, you're gonna see the pound and the yen are both strong. That's why I don't want to take any position on this. Cardian, we are still stuck in the range. Like I did mention, something is cooking. Okay, you can see price is building up all this. Oh, they are trying to, there are some traders that are trying to be clever. Okay, we are stuck in a range. They're trying to buy it, they're trying to sell it. So once you buy, you get stopped out. If you sell it, you get stopped out in this tiny range. Okay, that's just building up all this, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see a drive one way, and then the opposite will happen. So if you see, I don't know if this is it, and then this will just break down and go the opposite way. This is something, it looked like something that I would like to see. However, I want this high to be taken first. So if I see up candles break in this consolidation, if I see this go up and I see rejection, straight away I'll sell short with a stop there and looking for continuation to the downside, because this will just be consolidation or sideways, people trying to buy the breakout and then fake them out and then come back down and continue going down. Okay, So if we do see something like that, I would have preferred them take out this high, this equal high, and then the rejection. They did something similar on the next one that I'm going to go on. I'll show you in a minute. But if I do get that, then I'll be interested in a sell. I do have a small position on. Actually, I sold up here. Let me show you where I sold. I sold right here, and like I did tell you, I do like momentum trading, so I sold this down candle here. So I have a position there and a position there. I'm looking to add more in here. Yeah, I'm looking for another position in here to continue going down. Okay. Alright. So what I am talking about, let's go into this one and show you up here. Right there. Okay, see how you see how price stayed in a consolidation, similar to what Cardian is doing. And then they fake out to the downside, came back in, fake out to the upside, and then broke down, and then it never came back up again. That's something similar I'm looking for on Cardian. So I want to see them fake out, clear out highs, clear out this at least that high. But if it doesn't and it breaks down, no problem, I'll just sell it, okay, because they've taken out this high and that high. So let's see if this will break down. If it does, then I'll be all over it looking for sales. If you do have any question, please send it, and then as I'm going through, the left side of my brain will be thinking about your question, and then I'll answer it whilst I use the right side to do the session. So yeah, look for a sell, whether sell stop here, or if you're bold, okay, as soon as we break down, sell stop and place your sell short and place your stop above here. Dollar yen, like I said in the morning, I still have this level as the next downside objective. Maybe we're gonna hit it to this afternoon because we're already moving down. Okay, so what we're going through now is just a New York retracement, so we could potentially see, watch this low on the 50 minutes. Usually I don't go this low on the time frame, but I have to have some context behind why you should, if you want to sell short, wait for this low to be taken out. Okay, once this low is taken out, this move to the upside will be viewed as a manipulation. It was just to come and clear this high, and then we should see a continuation to the downside. Okay, so this wrong one. This move to the upside will be viewed, once we take out this low, this will be viewed as manipulation, and we should see continuation to the downside, which is what I'm expecting anyway, because the dollar is still bearish. Okay, the dollar is still bearish, so we still look for a continuation to the downside on this pair. Euro yen, similar to what I explained on pound yen, just stay away. Nothing to do on this, stay away. New Zealand CAD, same thing, stay away. It's gonna keep doing what it's doing, and you might end up being frustrated if you take a position on. The only level I liked was this one here, for at least a run back down here, which faked us out and then did what it did. but apart from that, there's nothing on this right now that looks interesting, so stay away from that one. EuroCAD, I did mention in the morning that we do have upside objectives. I think the right one is on this one. This indicator is something I'm testing out, so it's not, I don't use indicators, I'm now learning. EuroCAD, this is the level I had in the morning. It's still valid. We're looking for price to go there, so that's our next target on EuroCAD. All right, your stop loss should be below this daily. If you go on the daily, there is a gap, right, between this low and this high. Yesterday's low and Friday's candle's high. So in between that, that's a gap. I'm looking for a continuation to the upside, so your stop loss should be below that Friday's high, and then you should look for a continuation to the upside. It looks like we are about to push up. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. This is a engulfing pattern, so we've got 5 minutes left for the candle to close. As soon as that candle closes on the next candle, we might see it come back and touch this. We might see it come back and touch this high, and then it will spread its wings to the upside. Okay, so if you want to take it, you're more than welcome. I think the Euro pound found support and it's rejecting. That's why we're seeing Euro rally, and yeah, so that's good. That's what we want to see. Pound CAD, if you are with me in the morning and you didn't take this trade, you are doing yourself a you are missing out. Okay, if you are with me in the morning and you didn't take this trade, you are literally missing out. Okay, because I did give, if I go in here, you're gonna see the level I gave. That if you want to take it, your stop goes here, and you should look for yeah, that's the thing when it comes to the DX and Euro, because it's extremely high and dollar is extremely low, they have to catch people on the wrong side, because that's the nature of the market. A lot of people are trying to sell short, so they're gonna give them a little bit of joy and then scare the longs. So if you're long, it's gonna scare you, and then if you're short, you're gonna be panicking right now. And it's just the way the market is. So you just have to be strong. Your mindset has to be strong. You have to be convinced. Yeah, you just have to be convinced with your position. Yeah, convinced with your strategy. You have to be sold out that come high water, I'm still gonna stick with my longs, and if it does stop me out, I wouldn't lose any stress over it. Okay, that's the only way you can survive in the market. You have to be sold out for your strategy and be willing to accept the loss. If you're not willing to accept the loss, that's when you panic. Okay, so when you place a trade, as soon as you place it, just think that this trade can go wrong and I'll be losing the money. And if you're able to convince yourself that you don't care whether you take a loss or win, then nothing should make you be emotional, have any emotional attachment to the trade. Okay, this is a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. I personally I personally, I took this one. I took that one. Remember, I said we had this upside objective and that as a upside objective. So I used the strength in Aussie and the weakness in New Zealand, and I chose pound New Zealand for my buy for the pound pairs. Okay, so instead of buying pound CAD, I bought pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand, and I still have a position on pound Aussie for my swing trade idea, which I don't swing trade, but I took a position on Monday and I'll close it on Friday. Yeah, so from Monday to Friday, that will be it for me, and I'll be closing my trade. Then the following week, I'll find another entry. Okay. Yeah, the mindset is huge. That's the biggest thing in trading. Once you're able to overcome the mindset issue, success will be yours. Okay, but until then, you're gonna struggle a little bit. So you need to spend more time. If you understand what you're doing, I think the next thing to do is just spend more time on your psychology. Yeah, read Mark Douglas, The Disciplined Trader, Trading in the Zone. Watch his How to Think Like a Professional Trader. It's free on YouTube. Spend your time doing that rather than looking for setups. Okay, because setups are very easy, but your emotions are not easy to control. Yeah, setups are very to find, but your emotions are not easy to control. So spend most of your time doing psychology stuff and less time doing analysis, because by now I'm sure you've let's see what happens. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've read a lot of books, not just Mark Douglas. There's this guy, Alexander. I forgot his second name. Trading for a living. Yeah. Which was one of the attitudes he mentioned you should take. You should always, okay. The steps that he gave is always predefine your risk before you take any trade. You should always not predict, but you shouldn't predict the market. You should just go with your edge. So your edge is what is important. Is your edge in the market. Like, for example, the trade idea I gave, that's an edge. Okay, so if the edge is there, then you just take it and then see what happens, because you don't know the guy or the institution that came in and bought at this level. It's just an edge. Okay, it's a probability on your side that price is going to continue going up. So all you can do is just risk and then just see what happens, if it's gonna go your way or not. If it doesn't, no sweat, because you cannot control price. You do not push price around, so you don't have to worry about the trade. Just take the trade and see what happens. And I think that is one of the best advice traders should always take on when they take a trade. You should never ever try to break sweat on a trade. Okay, and I remember sometimes I go to bed worrying about my trade that I have, and one of the things I still have, or I still get, is when I have trades on and I wake up in the morning. When I go to sleep, I forget everything, but when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh crap, are my trades still working in my favor, or they've gone against me? That's the first thing that comes into mind when I wake up. Okay, so then because of that, as soon as I wake up, I can feel my heart beating so fast. Like, okay, what's going on with the market? That's how crazy this thing is. Yeah. So when you start trading with the mindset of I don't really care if I get stopped out or not, then you don't have that. Yeah. When you start trading with that mindset that I don't care whether I get stopped out or not, then these things shouldn't happen to you. So try and trade with a carefree state of mind of not worrying about being stopped out. So yeah, if you didn't take this trade, you have missed out a lot. I mean, this trade idea started from here, from I think Monday long from here, today long from here. Let's see if tomorrow this thing is gone, but let's see if it's gonna give another pullback for another trade before we get to the final target. All right. Dollar CAD is sideways. I think both dollar and CAD are weak, so that's why we're seeing this kind of movement. So again, do not try to do anything on this for now. Just stay on the sidelines and see what happens. If dollar is going to gain some strength, then you go in for it. If not, then you wait for CAD to gain strength and then you sell it. I'm in favor of probably a bounce before the sell. I want them to leave this as equal lows. Yeah, I don't want this low to be run right now. I want them to go up and then come back down. Okay, so let's see if that will happen. There's a lot of conflicts going on right now in here. The daily, it's a bit of sideways battle. So let's see if they will push it up a little bit before ultimately breaking it, or they will just break it. Let's have a look on the weekly. On the weekly, I like this level down here. That's where I'm expecting price, or I expected this whole move to the downside. That's where I expected it to end, but they left it right there. So that's a trap. They're gonna come back for it. All right, so that's where I'm looking for price. Once we get here, I'll be expecting some form of a rejection. On the monthly, it looks good. Yeah, on the monthly, it looks awesome right there. I'll be all over this thing once we get down here for a buy. Yeah, I'll be all over this once we get here for a buy. Now maybe mid-August. If we do get down here mid-August, then I'll be in for a buy. I'll wait for price to give me a rejection, and then I will be buying it. Euro New Zealand, we're still looking for the upside objective. I think I did give a trade idea on this this morning to buy where we were, and your stop loss goes right below this low, and your target is there. Yeah, that's what we had this morning. By the time you realize we'll be up here, and then everyone has missed it. So that's your profit target. That's where you should be looking for price to get to. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. So that's where I'm looking for price to get to. EuroCAD has just spread its wings. Let's have a look. Yeah. CAD Swiss. I still favor the downside. You can see they went up, rejected, went up, rejected again. 2 week rejections. There's a camp. There's a camp that look for this kind of trade. So when they see 2 week rejections, they go short. So 2 week rejections, 1 reject, 2 reject. That's bearishness. The bears are not willing for price to continue going up. So that's a lot of pressure for the bulls. So what they will do is they'll place a sell with that 2-week rejection with a stop above it and a continuation to the downside. I studied a little bit from there. I study everywhere. 2-week rejection, sell short. 2-week rejections, sell short. They are predominantly 5-15 minutes traders. They trade on the 5 and 15 minutes. So if you drop down to the 15 minutes, you're gonna see what they call double top, and yeah, so price will create like a double top formation in the lower time frame. So on the hourly, it looks like a 2-week rejection, but on the 15 minutes, it's a double top. So once they see a double top and price breaks the low, which is this one here, of the 2nd-week rejection, the low, then they sell short. Okay, they place their stop above here, and then they target lows. So their target would be somewhere here and there, and mainly they go for quick in and out. So this would be a push it there. So this would be like a 2-to-1 trade, and then that's it, they're out. And it's quite, who are they? What is it called again? Rocks FX. Yeah, it's called Rocks FX. If you search it on YouTube, you're gonna find Rocks FX. They're predominantly day traders. Their highest time frame is the 4-hour. I spent a month studying their stuff, but that's not what I'm looking at. Yeah, we're looking for a continuation to the downside. So like I said, you can sell and place your stop above here and look for these targets, because this is it's not a day trade, it's a swing trade idea. So we look for price. It's gonna take some time, but we're just gonna be patient and let price do what it needs to do. Okay. Pound New Zealand, we are getting a bit of a retracement. I had a position on, and I had to just close it right now. I don't like this retracement coming in. The account, I have several accounts that I trade, and the account I place this trade on is a day trade account. So I don't expect to see price to continue on. I don't want to see price go to the moon before I take my profits. So as a day trade account, that's it. I'm long from down here to there, and that's enough for me for the day. Yeah, and I don't know if anyone have seen it, but I did a video on my trading on my personal channel, which is called Institutional Trading Academy, and I did a video called review everything there. Right, I did a review, and that was my personal account that I did the review on. So that's the trade I took on, and I had to close my position because I was expecting price to continue up, and it's coming back a rejection, and I don't want to be in the trade when it's doing that. So it's a day trade. You always have to have different mindset for different trades. Yeah, different mindset for different trades. Also New Zealand, like I said, I was expecting this kind of rejection on the I was looking for it up there, but it's fine where it's giving it. That is the daily level there. I was expecting it a little bit higher. Yeah, I was expecting it there, but it doesn't matter if it's giving it up there, no problem. It's still valid. So let's see if we're able to trade below this last up candle on the 4-hour. It's giving a big rejection on the hourly, which is good. Ideally, if you trade below this down candle, I think the 4-hour will be bearish. We will see a big push below this up candle, and then we can look for some selling, yeah, because we've hit a high time frame level, big rejection. So if we do see price come below this last up candle on the 4-hour, that will indicate a rejection. The sellers are trying to push price down. A rejection, trying to push price back down. So with this up candle and the down candle to trade below this, we will look for price to push down more. Okay, so let's see if we can see price come down here and close below it. So something like this. So this area you see there is a daily level. Okay, it's a daily area, and then we see price come here and give a rejection. So same thing, the area you see up there is a daily level. Okay, so price gets here and then we see a rejection, and we expect something like this to unfold up here. Okay, so let's wait and see. Euro Aussie, if you do get that bearishness in this one, I think Euro Aussie is gonna spread its wings to the upside a little bit. Yeah, so watch this pair, these two closely. Watch and see if this is gonna give. We are already long, but to expect when movement to come in here, watch this and see if it's gonna close below, because once we do close below here, we're gonna see bearishness in Aussie and not so much bullishness in New Zealand, because the daily is still bullish. So New Zealand is going to be slightly bullish, but not bullish for you to take a trade on it. So you just have to use this weakness on this pair and on pound. Okay, so we're expecting pound to continue pushing up. So for those who are long on pound, just be in it and expect the fund manager to come in. Maybe he's on lunch, or maybe he's not trading today. Okay, he'll be in the office tomorrow, and then he'll buy this and push us in profit. All right. All right, so let's see if we're gonna get that push to the upside. I think I know that guy who's coming in to buy. He lives next door to me, so when he comes in, I will let you guys know. Yeah, he's a very good pound Aussie trader. He gave me the tip that this thing is going up. I'm just joking. All right, dollar Swiss. We've just run this equal low. I don't want to see price close below. Above this line. I don't want to see price close above it. It's not necessary for the continuation to the downside to materialize. It's not necessary for price to close below it. So the next downside objective should be this low here. Okay, that's the next downside objective. But however, if we do close above this, this is an equal low. If we do close above it, I think price will go in for a little bit of retracement. So it's not necessary for price to do that. Okay, so watch that line. I think 0.91833. Watch that level. We don't want to see today's candle close above it. On the 4-hour, we can come up here. Okay, we can come up there and reject and continue going down. That'll be fine. So maybe today's candle is gonna end up being somewhere down here. Tomorrow morning we're gonna see price spike up, hit this level, and then we continue dropping. Okay, that's what you want to see. You do not want to see price closing above this line. So as you can see, it's respecting. That's what you want to see for a continuation to the downside. So if we do not close above it and it starts moving down, all you have to do is place a sell stop, yeah, below here, and then go with the momentum. Okay, price is gonna continue going down, and you go with it with the stop loss above this high, and then you target in this low here. Okay, so if we do not close above this line and we start rejecting, then place a sell stop here with a stop above there and look for and target this low. Okay, if price, I don't know how we're gonna close today, but if wherever price closes today, tomorrow, I think it's setting up a trap with this very nice clean level there. They might open up. You're gonna see a rush to the upside to get those trying to buy this, because I know a lot of indicators will be flashing oversold. Yeah, a lot of indicators will be flashing oversold from here, so people will be trying to buy it, and then the more they buy, the more they push it down. The more they buy, the more they push it down. I've done it before, so I know how it works. Yeah, the more I buy, the more it goes down, and the day that you think price is turning around, that's the day that price is gonna go down even further, which is here. Yeah, when price gets to a level, and this is how I learned quickly to switch the way I trade, because I was always buying falling knives without understanding anything. Yeah, that's a deadly thing to do. Buying falling knives is, if you don't understand what you're doing, do not buy a falling knife or catch a flying rocket. Okay, there are times you can buy a falling knife, but that will be if you have got to a level where you know your system, you know your price action, you know exactly what you're doing, and everything confirms that price is gonna stop. So let's say somewhere in here, okay, this is buying a falling knife. All your system is telling you that you can be a buyer, and then you're not scared to take a loss. This is then and only time you buy a falling knife. But if not, I personally wouldn't do it. I don't do it anymore, and I don't do it anymore, and I don't recommend anyone doing it. The only thing you can do, and I teach the group that, is to wait for a rejection. Okay, because once you see the rejection, the chances of price reversing or the probability of price reversing is higher than not seeing a rejection at all. Okay, so when you see this rejection and this candle turn around on the next candle, you can be a buyer. Okay, you don't have to catch this long. There's peace of mind buying here, and once you buy here, the chances of it going down, the probability will be on your side. Again, one of the psychology lessons I did was trying to trade like a casino. Okay, it's not gambling, but trying to trade like a casino, where you put the odds on your favor or the probabilities on your favor. So when price has 10 like this, okay, the probability of price going against you, I'll call it I'll say probability of going against you will be 30, and then going for you will be 70. Therefore, you put the probability on your side, and then you place a stop loss or a risk on the trade. This is like trading like a casino, where the casino is the opposite. The probability of price going in your favor is 30, and going in their favor is 70. So you're already in a losing position before you even put your money in the slot or wherever you trade. Okay, so do not try to buy flying rockets or falling knives. So if you're gonna take a trade, wait for rejection. Wait for price to come here and buy. So a sell stop down here, or wait for price to come up here on that 4-hour candle there with a stop above there, and look for a continuation to the downside. Because I know a lot of people are trying to buy this. New Zealand Swiss, we are still in this trade. It's still valid, so we just have to be patient and see. If it does stop you out or stop, I also have a position on there. If it does stop me out, because I shorted on Monday up in here. If it does come up here, I'll take another position. I like this candle. Okay, I like that candle. On the 4, it doesn't look appealing, but it is what it is. On the hourly, it looks nice, so I'll take it on the hourly. So if this decide to stop out on this trade, just be patient and wait for price to come here, and then take another sell for a continuation to the downside. Why? Because the impulse legs are to the downside, right? We have impulse, retrace, impulse, so this could be a retrace. Okay, and then another impulse to the downside. So if this thing stops you out, do not lose sweat, do not worry about it, do not cry. Do not scream at me for giving you a trade that didn't work out. Okay, it's just a loss, and that's it. So you wait for another opportunity, which is up here, and that will give you more bucks for your risk. Yeah, it gives you more bucks for your risk. I think one of the things that traders need to worry about, or to start thinking about, which most of the traders don't do, is they don't think of trades in terms of probabilities and percentage return. They only look at the pips. Okay, they look at the pips. So it's like, how many pips did you make today? I made 100. Right, how many did you lose? You lost 50. Cool, but how many monetary wise, what was it? Maybe this 100 pips was what, 50 quid, and that 50 pip lost us maybe $1,000, right? Maybe that 50 quid 50 pip stop loss was $1,000, and that 100 pip gain was 50 bucks. Okay, so on what I'm trying to explain is, if you do get stopped out on this trade, this, okay, it's a fixed amount regardless of the number of stop loss. It's a fixed amount, so it could be 50, it could be 100 of your trading account. It won't change, but the only thing that will change is your return. So if this end up going your way, okay, you end up making, so this is almost 3-1. So if you risk 50, you're looking at almost 200, sorry, almost 150, right? So if this stops you out, you have to put in context how to look at trading. If this stops you out and it comes up here, Is it not more beneficial that you're gonna get a trade up there for the same return, which now you're making 5 or almost 6 to 1? Yeah, you're making 6 to 1. And if you do make 6 to 1, where does that put you? If you're risking 50, multiply it by 5, that's 250. So you lost 50 down here, and then you've made 5. So you've just lost 1, and you've made 4. Okay, so that's how trading should be viewed, not in terms of, okay, I've lost this trade, crap, what am I going to do? Yeah. So let's put this back here, and let's be patient and see what happens. Aussie Swiss, like I keep mentioning, between the New Zealand and the Aussie, at the moment the New Zealand is weak, so we go with the New Zealand. So Aussie is still gonna be where it is, sideways. Ultimately this is gonna drop, because the structure of the market right now is bearish. Even though we have formed a swing low, it's still bearish. So I'm looking for a continuation to the downside. The level that I'm watching right now is on the hourly, and it's right here. Sorry, on the 4-hour right here. If we do push up, yeah, which I don't want to see, I don't want to see price push up, but if it does, this is if it does, I don't want to see price go above here. So that's what I'm watching. See that there was we went up and rejected. I don't want to see price go above it. If we do go above it, then that's my next area of looking for a sell, right, with a stop just above that high and a leg back down. So this is an impulse leg, and this will be a retracement and then another leg to the downside. So how would you trade this if it doesn't go up there? Like I keep mentioning, look for momentum. So as price is going up, look for the swing lows, right? Look for the swing lows, and then the first one is where you place your sell stop. Right here, you place your sell stop, because if it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down with speed. Yeah, it's gonna go down with speed. It's not gonna pause around, because what you need to understand is, on this trend line, traders are trying to take it. When it's retracing, Fibonacci traders will be also buying it, and I think Elliott wave, they're counting A, B, C, D, or whatever they're counting, 1, 2, whatever they do count. Okay, when this thing is supposed to go down, it does go with speed, and I've given lots and lots of examples of it. You can check them out on the YouTube videos. Okay, once you finish this session, go and check on the channel and see, we have, I think I did a lesson on that as well, how to catch momentum trades. Okay, it will be there, and then you understand how to do it. But if it does go up there, then we look for a sell up here. Okay, so that would be it for Aussie Swiss. Give me 1 second. That'll be it for Aussie Swiss. Oil is still hanging in there. I still like this level. Beautiful level down there. I have a joke with some friends and trader friends that I have. When we see a nice level that we want to buy or sell, okay, the joke is, how do you love this level? And the response that they will give you would tell you how good the level is. So this one would be, either I'll sell my wife and use the money to place a trade here, or another thing would be I'm gonna sell my house and put the money on this trade. So that's how good this level is. So this level is like the level that I'll sell my house and put a trade on. Okay, that will tell you, or it determines the quality of the level. So on this one, I'll probably sell my house and place it on it. Right, I'll sell my house and place it on it. And that's the only level I like. I don't like anything else going on here. Gold in the morning, I said that we should see a continuation to the upside. However, you should buy with caution, to take out this high. You should just be cautious because we've come above all-time, according to my chart, it's all-time high on the monthly level. Yeah, we've come above all-time high. I don't know if it's all-time high, but on my chart, that's what it's showing. Maybe I need to get data to see if it's all-time high or not. Okay, that's all-time high. So we are trading at all-time high. So just be cautious with your longs. Just make sure you have a stop loss in place. Okay, just make sure you have a stop loss in place. Attacking this high. The level I liked was here. If we did get retracement there, then that'll be a clean level for continuation to the upside. Maybe you can do it tomorrow. Maybe not. This candle here is called an inside candle. If you don't break above it, it's an inside candle. It's a reaccumulation. They are buying more. Yeah, they are buying more in here. So chances are they will probably come back down, reject, and then go up, just like they did here. Okay, this candle at some point was bearish, and then a big rejection and a continuation to the upside. They can't do something like that at this level because gold is just gold. It does what it does. Yeah, gold is just I remember going back in 2018, I not almost, but a big chunk of my account went down here. No, not this one. Yeah, in here. Yeah, 2019 May, a big chunk of my account disappeared. I was trying to sell short in here, it didn't work out. I was selling short up here, didn't work out. Selling short up here, didn't work out. And all this while I was so short, and price decided to do this against me. And up here I decided to liquidate all my positions. Yeah, I decided to liquidate all my positions, and a big chunk of my account was gone. And I stopped trading for a month, and then realigned myself with the market, and then came back stronger. That's trading for you. You're gonna get hit and bruised and knocked down, but you have to get back up and carry on, because you know that this is it. It's either you do or die. Right, so I think I've gone through all the pairs that I'm meant to go through. If you do have any pair you want me to look at for you, please send it, and then I'll have a look for you. You're always going long. That's the thing. I think some people are the opposite. Some people also look for sells. For some reason, they want to sell short when they feel like they've missed out. And I think I used to do that a lot. And I found out once I was going through my trading journal that when I miss out trades, so i.e., like, let's say for example, let's jump on the euro, and I'll answer your question for you, right? When euro, what we did get this long, but in here, okay, when price left like this, the idea is, oh man, I should have caught this long. Okay, now I'm going to sell it. Okay, with that mindset, now I'm going to sell it because I missed out on this long. It should come down, so I'm going to sell it. That's how I used to think. Not now, but it's an example that when I missed the opportunity to go with the trend, then now I'm looking for a way to satisfy my emotions of missing out. Okay, so then I want to go short and then show the market that you can't leave me, you can't just run away and leave me, and that kind of thing. Right, so euro, we did have a long from yesterday. I think it's on this chart. Yeah, from yesterday. We're looking for first target above this high, and then second target there, and then our last target will be there. So we are still bullish on euro. Do not sell short, because that's why I'm just explaining. Maybe you've missed out on all this bull run, and you want to satisfy your emotions of going short because the market left you. Right, EuroCAD is pushing out, which is nice. I like this to touch this and then fly. Any other pair? I haven't looked at these indices for a while. Let's have a look at the indices and see what they're doing. ES. Okay, so they managed to run that high and reject it. Let's have a look on the weekly. Okay. Let's have a look on the monthly. Right. I think they're gonna take out this high. You're gonna make all-time high again. It makes absolute no sense why this thing is going up. But it is what it is. You can't do anything about it. So I think we're gonna make an all-time high again. Based on what I'm seeing on the monthly, they've gone above. Let's see if they will close this month. We've only got 2 trading days, right? Let's see if they will be able to close above this level. We've been there and rejected. You can see price came all the way up to the closing price of this last up candle and rejected. Okay, and we've come up again. So let's see if they will reject. If we do close above it, forget it. We are making all-time high again, right? So if you do trade this thing, see if you'll be able to close above this closing price. Okay, if we don't, then we might see some change. The level to watch on the daily to see if we continue to go up is this one here. If they do come below this, if we do close below this, you'll be coming back down here. Okay, if they manage, or if they do close below this, we'll be coming back down here. So if you do trade this, then it's a buy right now where we are sitting. You can buy it with the daily trend. Okay, the daily is still bullish. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq. I think Nasdaq is okay. Wow. This is scary to watch. Look at this. Does it not scare you? I don't know, but personally it does, because when this thing is falling, man, it'll be like a world war. Yeah, because people lose crazy amount of money. Companies are going to go bust, and it's not a funny thing because price is too high. But you trade what you see, so just trade it as you see it. It's going up. It's going up, so it's just buy. All the stocks in the Nasdaq is a buy. Amazon, Amazon, eBay, Netflix, Microsoft, and all those, they should be pushing higher. Let's go on the daily. The daily is giving a. Alright, cool. Catch you up tomorrow. Take care. I think they've taken out this low, so we might stay sideways, or this could be a stop run and a continuation to the upside. Going into the month of August, September, the fall, we might see a bull run again. So this thing is just bullish. It's nothing to do because the dollar is bearish. Okay. It's the inverse of what the dollar does. So if this is going down, if dollar is going down, stock market will be going up. If stock market is going up, if stock market is going down, dollar will be going up. So as long as dollar goes down, this thing is going to continue going up. They've just run this low and quickly rejected, so it could be a possible stop run and a continuation to the upside. Where we are right now is a buy. We rejected, came back, retouched this down candle here. I think I did I did give this to my members. Okay, I think that was yesterday's session. Stop run. Yeah, if you drop down to the hourly, you're gonna see strong down candles going down, rejection, retracement, and then it's a buy. Yeah, so that's what you're seeing right there. Strong down candles, taking out this low, rejection, retracement, buy. They have nice. Okay, actually this is really nice. Look at that one. Eco highs, Candyland. I don't have any. Okay, there, right there. Okay, that's a Candyland. Eco highs, very, very attractive to price. They rejected. Actually, I might look into this. It's just I don't trade. I don't have accounts to trade this pair. I would have taken it. Wait for a trade above this, and then I'll be a buyer to attack this equal high. This is Dow. Let's have a look at the Dow. I did actually have a trade idea on. I haven't been on this for a while. Let's get rid of everything. Go on the monthly. This one is quite different. It's struggling to go up, unlike the other ones. On the monthly, we've come back to this last up candle and rejected, and it's still coming up. So let's see on the weekly. The weekly is not showing anything interesting. It's just sideways. We look on the daily. This also has got a nice equal high sitting up there. And get rid of this. We have nice equal high sitting up there. They've just come below this low and immediately rejected. and then came back down. So this is a bit tricky to read. Let's have a look on the 4 hour. Okay, if I do measure this high, sorry, this low to that high, we are trading at the reasonable level for a continuation to the upside. So if I want to take a risk on this, I'll just go this way right now, as we are, like that, as we are, and I'll shoot for this, and I'll be taking profit here, profit there, profit here, and then ultimately profit there. Okay, that's how I'll play it. And if I get stopped out, I'll look for another level on the daily to see a rejection, and then I'll buy again. All right, that's how I'll trade this right now. But if this breaks down, then I can flip it, and you can check. We did a video on that, how to flip a trade, a losing trade into a winning trade. So once you trade below this, I'll just flip it and go short, sell this up candle, and target down here. You see nice equal lows in here as well. Yeah, so if it does stop me out on the long, I'll flip it for a short and then target this equal low. But because you're bullish, you have nice equal highs in here, I prefer the long until it stops me out, then I go the opposite. Okay, and I think that would be it. Let's go back to our pairs. Okay, so does anyone have any question regarding any of the things I've gone through? If not, then I'm gonna hit it. Let me check the Discord. Yeah, my colleague RP will be coming on very soon. So if you want to stay intact and watch him as well, he's gonna confirm most of my trades ideas, because we trade similar. It's just different mindset of the way looking at the market, but it's the same thing. And if you're not part of our Discord channel, feel free to join. It's free, and if you like what you're seeing, then you can speak to the admin. Once you join, he's gonna give you what it takes to join us, and you're gonna get live sessions every morning from myself, every London session, and New York as well. Going forward, I'll do more New York, because during New York there's more setups, easy setups to find. And we do have great traders in not just myself. We have RP is my right hand man, and we do have Joe in the channel. We do have other great traders in there. If you do join the Discord, you're gonna find out. I'll leave that for your own curiosity. Just join the Discord and then find out what's going on there. You're gonna like it, and I believe you're gonna stay. All right, so the links are all below the YouTube description. Come and check us out. That's what I can say. If you want to turn your trading career around, this is the place to be. All right, so I'm gonna leave you guys here, and then I'll see the VIP members tomorrow morning in the portal, because I think it's been fixed. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. London. Tomorrow is Thursday. There's going to be some great moves, so do join me in the morning so we can find early entries for our trades. And then New York, I'll do New York session as well, and those who can make it in the morning, maybe we get a retracement during New York, and then we can get entries for the New Yorkers. All right, so I'm gonna end here and wish you all the best for today, and take care of yourselves. Do not risk too much. Always have a stop loss in place.